So good morning and welcome back over here to SeaWorld Orlando, one of our favorite places to come out and visit. And we decided to come on out today just for a little visit. Big reason I wanted to come out was to come check out Icebreakers, see how far it's coming along. Have they put any more track down? How close is it to being complete? And are the trains here, kind of thing? And I really just like looking at it. But also, maybe try to ride some rides today. Maybe try to do like maybe Mako, maybe do Kraken. Do a couple of those rides that we normally don't do a lot. Probably won't be able to do Manta just because Manta always carries one of the longest waits in the parks. And it's an extremely slow loading attraction. So unfortunately, sometimes we can't get to that. But then we may go over to Sesame Street and do some stuff over there. And then also go to Wild Arctic, maybe see if the baby walrus is out. So it's gonna be kind of a nice day. It's gonna be a nice little, it's gonna be very warm today. The only downside is we thought about maybe doing Infinity Falls today, but it's currently down for its normal refurb time frame because most of a lot of their water rides will go down during a refurb season during January and February. It just happened to be really warm today though. So it's oh well. So it's one of those things. So we walked into the Emporium that they have here, and they have actually like a legitimate heavy style Spirit jersey.
This is an extra small, probably a good idea to get an extra small.
They run very big.
This is a small here.
It's like it's called like the, I think they're doing like what Disney does, but they're doing a blue orca color.
Isn't it pretty?
It is. Let's see, what's the pricing? Oop, less than Disney, $55. Turn it around really quick. That's pretty cool. SeaWorld on it. Wow. So like I say, one of my biggest tricks to SeaWorld is if you come kind of early in the day, never go down towards Manta. So there's two ways you can go up to the sea, like there's a sea rescue store. Always come to the right and come down towards the waterfront area right down here where it says dining and shopping, and where a lot of the Seven Seas food festival area comes up right across the way from the Dolphin Nursery. If you go this way, it takes you right back to Mako and everything. There is a lot of rumors running around that this area right here is going to be going away, possibility for a brand new attraction slash possibly a new coaster. So I'm really excited if that's truly the case. We'll keep an eye on that. As you know, we'll come out and visit it a lot if that's the case. So that's kind of a cool thing that SeaWorld has done a long time, is that every
morning they do this.
Yes, about every morning if you get out here early enough, especially this back area because it's not very busy, because we're over here by the Sky Tower and outside the Sea Lion Otter Theater area. They have flamingos out. They're doing their morning flamingo walk. So they have a handful of flamingos that they take through the park, and they stop them like they did over there.
It's called Flamingo Walk. Every morning they do it. When the parks are really busy, they come out like they're at 9 o'clock. They do it at 10 o'clock when it's not busy.
Yeah, it's kind of a cool thing because you can get kind of close to them, and they've like they've got learned behaviors of like how to like walk around and stuff.
They're well trained.
Yeah, they're also very tall. So we're gonna come down into the Shark Wreck Reef area. Like I've always said, always come to the back section because one, Mako is an amazing attraction. It's one of the best rides here. One of the best rides in Orlando, to be honest. But we came back here because a lot of times everyone will head to Manta first because it's the first attraction you see. So if you come back here, sometimes you can hit Mako, sometimes it's a little late opening some mornings. Sometimes you can come back here, walk right on. So we're gonna see if we can try to do Mako really quick. Yep, 5 minutes for it. So we're gonna go ahead and put this camera and the bag and stuff into a locker, and then we're gonna go grab the GoPro, go ride Mako. Up here at Aquatica. Building that new slide over there. Oh my god, here we Mako. That is an amazing coaster. That hyper coaster, super smooth. Give you an idea as well about it. It will be, so if you think of Gwazi, this is exactly 200 feet tall. Gwazi's gonna add another 6 feet onto that. But instead of that drop, like on Mako is pretty steep, 91 degrees is beyond verticals. And it's about the same speed. It's like 3 miles slower than Gwazi will be, but the only other difference is Gwazi will have inversions, just does not. That's why Ali doesn't mind doing Mako, because it doesn't give her that big of a headache going upside down. But guys, you kind of come up into this area. This is normally where you would hear the thumping music of Infinity Falls, but it is currently down for its refurb time, which is normal with water rides. But if you're wondering what all this is, like the Brazil stuff, they have their Seven Seas Food Festival. Very similar to the National Food and Wine Festival at Epcot. It brings a lot of food from other areas of the world. Brings here, but you can see, looks like they're not just running. I thought they were refurbing it, to be 100% honest. They may be, and they just put water in it today, because it looks a lot cleaner. Like, honestly, it looks really clean, but I think this summer we'll have to try to ride this again. We haven't done it since it opened, pretty much. We have a shirt for it. Yeah, we do have our shirt for it, because Ali is wearing that today, because it says past members on it. But yeah, we'll have to maybe see if we can try to ride this during the summertime at some point this year. I always like coming into like Sesame Street Land, because this is the newest like land area in SeaWorld. But I really like they did bring the Sesame Street characters in, and they really are involving it. Because you do have like a full Sesame Street parks at other areas and stuff. But I really like they brought a little piece of that into SeaWorld Orlando. Just like over in Busch Gardens, they have the Sesame Street Safari area. This is like a nice little area, and able to repurpose it. Because this used to be Happy Harbor, and it didn't look that great. This looks amazing, to be 100% honest. Like, it truly feels like you've walked into Sesame Street. I like how they did repurpose like the Shamu Express into Super Grover's Boxcar Derby, which is like a little tiny little coaster ride. This is it's such a fun little, like it's just a simple little attraction, but they were able to repurpose it and make it Sesame themed. And I love how each car is themed towards like other characters. So like you have Super Grover on the front, and then like there's other characters like Big Bird, Elmo, stuff like that, all throughout this train. And it's a super long train, but each car only fits 2 people. So, oh wow, this is impressive. So yeah, this whole area, again, because it is the Seven Seas Food Festival market thing, they have a Florida section, but look at this little area they built up. This is really nice. I know they put up walls, and I was trying to figure out what they're doing. Look at this, they built it up very much to how like Epcot does theirs. They have little tables with umbrellas up, so on the weekends, yeah, more flamingos to go along with it. But look at that. That looks really cool. It's a quick, just because I like looking at the Florida one. They do offer a sampling lanyard. I think it's here on the side. Yep. So you can get a 15 item package, which is $67, which is over 40% savings if you order some of the more expensive stuff. You can choose any 15 food, craft food, wine, or specialty drink samples.
I'm not a true Floridian. I don't eat gator bites, and I don't eat wild boar tender. Does not appeal to Ali. Ali says she really likes the chairs. I don't know if you heard her, but I'm gonna say it again. She likes the little chairs. Honestly, if we could, I would get little chairs like this for our little patio area out at our apartment. But I think what we're gonna do is we're gonna take a little quick walk into Wild Arctic to get out of this heat, because it is very warm out here. So, 384 today.
Yeah, we'll go into the Wild Arctic. Oh, see, and here's another thing. So Animal Exhibit is open today. The ride is closed today for some maintenance, but we never do the ride. We like doing the walking part of it. There are a lot of rumors. So like Ali's like, wasn't it rumors they're gonna take this out? There are rumors right now that this ride, the simulator ride, could be taken out and just be put in as a full-fledged Animal Exhibit area with a little more like interactive stuff. Because the ride itself is not that great, honestly. It's a much worse version of Star Tours at Disney. But it's because over in San Diego they're redoing their Wild Arctic. But I think with the new Icebreaker ride, I think there's a good chance that this ride could get taken out and they can expand the Animal Exhibit to give more room to some of these animals. Because like I've talked about, the walruses have couple new baby walruses, so that's probably a big reason why. I think you'd be more expanding on the animal exhibit area.
Maybe Aurora's out. Remember?
Maybe Aurora's out.
Seal.
Oh my god, yeah, these seals. We came here a few weeks ago, and there was a seal who literally was just following us around when we were downstairs, because this is the first level, and then there's a second level underwater viewing. So we think this one is Aurora. She's the rescued one that they've just recently brought in as well. So, but we think Garfield is over there, because we can see him upstairs, like poking his head up, and he has a lot different, like he has a much more lighter color to him. But Garfield is the dad to Ginger and Cora. Here are the seals. I like how they look when they swim. They're very silly. At one point we were walking by and all of them had popped their heads up and they're just kind of looking around at each other. I think this is the guy that kept following us around, the way he looked. They also look, when you'll just see him head on, they look very angry about something. Like they look like looks like you told them something and they're very angry about it. Like see, look at his face. He looks like he's angry about something. Ooh, wait, is this the guy? No, I don't know. They all look the same to me, but like his facial expressions make me laugh. Oh yeah, I think this is. Allie's flipping her hair back around. Oh yeah, it is. This is the little guy that kept following us around. He's super curious. And off he goes. Look, you got the beluga whales swimming through here. One point, the other time Allie was in here playing with one of them because they were really interested in what she was doing. Ooh, he's spinning around. And yes, there are a couple seals and sea lions in here, but they can go between this area and that area. They have like a little connecting pathway so they can get to and from that side. So as we kind of come out of the Wild Arctic gift shop, something I really wanted to look at was over here to the left. So as you can see, they're working on Icebreaker, and as we know, that's the top hat right there. So that's the section that is part of the launching, because like I said, this is a multi-4 launching coaster. But the thing I was really interested in seeing where they're at is what's the track over the walkway, and yes, it is. And they're almost done because they have this little like almost like a turnaround point right there. But man, they are really moving along. This track's almost complete, which means once the track's complete, get the trains on site, next thing you know, we'll start having some testing. So I think maybe in a month I see in a month's time the earliest possibly for opening, or at least some previews in a month at the earliest, because I think you still have 2 weeks to finish building the coaster, and then you have two weeks to a month possibly of testing. But it just means we're getting closer to Icebreaker opening soon. Ooh, the walkway is reopened. We can go walk underneath Icebreaker. Oh my god, this is really cool. Actually, I knew this walkway was gonna come back, but I didn't know like how much of the ride you'll be able to see. But look at this thing. That means those walls are down. Oh my god. Like, I'm legitimately excited about it because this goes right over everything. Wow. This is gonna be right here. It's gonna be an amazing shot of Icebreaker as it's running. Oh, this is another good one right here. This is gonna be a fun ride. I cannot wait. It's gonna be a lot smaller, a lot slower than Tigris out at Busch Gardens. But you're gonna talk about when this opens up, you're gonna be able to see down and see it launching. Man, this is gonna be an amazing ride. I cannot wait to see it. Plus, this walkway's reopened. Even better. So now you don't have to go up by Shamu Stadium anymore to get there. But yeah, you can definitely see right here. Like I said, this is gonna be a cool coaster when it opens. Well, I mean, it is called Icebreaker, so yes, cool in the name, but I'm really excited. They said that possibly 3 trains can be on it at a time. You'll have one running the course, one loading, and then possibly one behind it. So this should be able to load pretty quickly. And also, it's not a very long ride because you start by shooting backwards up the spike, a little bit up the spike, forward, a little bit up the top hat, not making it all the way, coming back down backwards, all the way up, all the way to almost the tippy toppy point, then back down, up, down, and then you do a little overbank turns back into the back section where you turn around, come back, and then you come over some little airtime hills right into the finish. I do like that it kind of hide part of the track behind it. But it's right here. This view right here, when it's running, is gonna look really, really cool. You can see they're still doing some work on the station. They started putting up a lot more of their protective stuff so you can actually you can't get in the way of the ride. They're working on some of the maintenance stuff for it, so the maintenance bay area, so when they're not using a train, they'll just push it all the way forward into the little bay area, which is this thing right here. But I like the back part's kind of hidden. I like that a lot. So like I was saying, with Icebreaker, it is very similar to Premier's Tigris. It's gonna have the over-the-shoulder restraints, but it's purely just for comfort, because they're called comfort. It's not really an over-the-shoulder restraint. They use a comfort collar. It's mostly a lap restraint. But this is a shorter height requirement than it is for Tigris, because even though it does look like it goes pretty close to going upside down a couple times, there are no inversions on Icebreaker. So that's why the height requirement is only a 48-inch height requirement, which is a good, I think a good thing, because your Mako, your Manta, your Kraken are all 54-inch height requirements. Your Super Grover's Boxcar Derby, to ride with an adult is 38 inches, and then ride by yourself is 41. So it's a good in-between coaster, but it's a very intense little coaster because it is Premier's launching coasters. Well, I am kind of sad because I really wanted to go on the Sky Tower today to check out some things. Also look over at the area that usually has Rudolph's Christmas Town stuff. There is rumor that's going to go away soon for possibly a brand new coaster / main entrance area, but that's not been confirmed yet. So we thought we'd come up to Kraken Unleashed and see if they were doing anything, or like if they had what the wait time is. It looks like only about 5 minutes. I think they're only running one train.
How about no, because they're filming.
Well, yeah, they're filming, but they looks like all the workers are. Oh, they're running 2 trains today. So yeah, 5-minute wait's not that bad. So I think we'll go ahead and put our stuff away and then go jump into line. Well, put myself on this one. I didn't want to ride. She's too tired and she doesn't want to go upside down 100 times. See if I can get her attention. Long good hill. Very, very classic attraction though. This is honestly one of the best attractions I've ever ridden. It's an older one. Oh boy, it's fun. It is what's called a floorless one, so it does not have the floor on the bottom. So you can't, literally your feet are dangling. Like when we ride, my feet are literally next to the track. But I like how you come really close to Mako a couple times. So if you can time it out sometimes, you're literally going past Mako as you're riding Kraken. So, alright, almost to the top here, then we're going to go upside down a few times, so this should be fun. Also, edge seat, last row, best seats, either edge, doesn't matter which one. So here we go. Alright. Well, also look what's up now. Journey to Atlantis is up from its annual refurbishment. Probably gonna have one of the longer wait times, 25 minutes, because of the fact that it is a warmer day and you don't have your other big attraction in Infinity Falls. Well, we decided to come over here to SeaWorld Rescue Area.
So Busch Gardens, they have bigger ones. Here they have babies.
Yeah, that's where the big ones go when they get too big. They go to Busch Gardens and retire to Tampa. Yeah, you can see there's a couple of them over there. I like the little guys. The little guys are funny to look at. They are so small. Oh yeah, there's one with his mouth open. Some of the manatees here. Ooh, look, there's a little baby on it.
Oh, the baby!
A tiny little guy. A lot of these guys are really close. If these guys are going to be released, these guys are really close to being released.
Oh, why is it
I don't know. Maybe it's like a way of determining which one it is. I don't know why that one has an A on it. There has to be something for a
That one
reason.
has a B on it too.
Maybe they were rescued together and they were like sisters and brother or something. You know, maybe they're like a set. I don't know. But I like how I do love that the manatees are no longer an endangered species because of all the work like organizations have done to protect them in the wild. And some of their sea turtles.
Oh, there's one there too.
Their water's a little dirty today, so they may have to come out here and clean it up a little bit, but
Remember
there's a couple of turtles.
The diver was here and it was like 30 degrees and he said it's like 60 in here.
he said it was better in the water. Oh, turtle underneath us. But yeah, Allie's saying like how it was really cold one day when we decided to come because we thought it'd be a great idea to come on a cold day and try to ride some rides. And there's some divers cleaning. And they said it was better being in the water than was outside because the water was warmer than the outside temperature. But I like these guys right here. So we kind of went past all the manatee stuff, going back here by Turtle Track where you can actually go in and there's a 3-part section to it where they take you actually down to the underwater viewing of the manatee habitat and the sea turtles. But we want to come over here to the dolphin underwater viewing and see if we can see any of the dolphins playing around. Should work out really well because like sounds like they're getting ready to start getting ready to load up for the dolphin show here in a second. I really like some of the gift shops that they have here at SeaWorld now. Like they become more variety. It's not just the same stuff. You kind of see some stuff the same thing, but they do have some things. Like they actually have like wind chimes, the wind spinners, all these things. Then you have just like normal like toys and treats. There's also a flamingo area around the thing that's like a flamingo like gift shop. I was thinking about trying to do Manta, but I can see the wait time from here. It says 40 minutes. Yeah, no. It just, on days where they don't run both loading zones, it slows it down drastically. So, and it's no big deal. I have ridden it before and it's a very fun ride. But just because it is posting a 40-minute wait, it's also the first ride everyone sees. So that's another reason why everyone comes over here, because it's the first one everyone sees. So we are going to go ahead and call it a day from SeaWorld Orlando. We did quite a decent amount of stuff. Went over, did Mako first because Mako is always one of those rides I feel like you can get on and off in no time. Even though they're only running one train, it still got us on and off. Went over, looked at the icebreaker construction, which they're almost done with the track. So I think within the next month and a half, the next month is the earliest I think you would see any testing / previews going out. And I think in a month and a half is when you see the earliest opening time frame for it, and I cannot wait. Also that walkway's reopened. Oh my god. Then we went over, did Kraken. I did Kraken, which I had a blast on Kraken. I don't know why. It was so much more fun today than normal. Then just kind of walked around, looked at some of the SeaWorld rescue stuff. You went over to the store. I think what we're going to be doing at some point is we're going to buy something, because anything you buy from the SeaWorld rescue store, I think over half the proceeds go back to SeaWorld Rescue to help with their stuff. So we may do that at one point. So, but with all that being said, as we do head out from a very fun / warm day here at SeaWorld Orlando, we will see y'all next time.